It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. We have a top 25 clash between two of the best teams in the sport, and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Clemson's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So Tennessee's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. Fourth down, go time, got to make it. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like...
He's off to the races. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a...
Touchdown ball! And they break the seal on the scoring.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contend in this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Clemson jumps to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Cook. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that 1st down marker. Got it behind the line. It's Cook. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He'll start this drive firing. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Gonna let it fly. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this
Afterburner's coming. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, as a quarterback in college football, if you just play one play at a time and do your job, the stats are going to come, the wins are going to come. Here we are late in the year. With that last completion, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards passing on the year.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for them.
He's there to make the stop. Clemson is quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
It's complete to the left. On the move at the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. He wants to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This just looks like too much backyard football from this quarterback right now. We've already seen a pick in this game. Bad fundamentals on that last throw, throwing it off his back leg. He needs to trust his coaching. He just needs to settle himself down.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots, so they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the short completion brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Clemson will send the punt team out. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. He'll throw on third down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Gets it out quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. Makes the catch. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. And the Vols have it with a first and goal. Powers forward. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on second and goal. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll give it to Johnson. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Clemson jumps to the line. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Navy. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Now on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wants to return it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They want to just keep throwing it. He turns that loose down the right side. And here's the third interception of the night. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clemson is quick to the line.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle. It's Cook. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Flying out to the left. Past the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind that's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Crosses the 30 to
is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting...
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to... Be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the ground with the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards and make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the 4th quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
Coming after it. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw it again. And it's picked off. Past the 50. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Got his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's going to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Using the quick game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Here comes Clemson with another first down. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Clemson jumps to the line. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kansas State
This bullshit.
in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Cats in a statement win if there ever was one. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Hey, Kevin. On second down, just keeps firing. They're working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting a first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Going up top on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. And you wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just one possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to keep.
And down he goes. Had a chance to pour one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.